Welcome to HomeBank Help. In this video, I'll show you how to fix 3 common issues that viewers have asked about. These are quick fixes designed to get you back to tracking your money as quickly as possible. We'll work through each problem one at a time. I'll explain what it means, why it happens, and how to fix it. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is look at reconciled versus unreconciled balances. Now, there's a few different ways that you can do this, and one's a very simple way, and another one involves doing the Power Query kind of thing in Excel. So, if you want the very simple way, then this is where you'd start. If you want to get a bit more involved and put things into Excel, then I'll show you just very quickly where you would go to get the information that you need, and then you can use Power Query. Now, if you want to know more about how to do this with Power Query, then please just put a comment in that tells me that you want me to do a video on that. But that one would be a longer one specifically on how to do that. So when it comes to reconciled, if you look up in your dashboard, you've got 4 different columns and they show you different balances. So the reconciled and cleared should match your bank statement or your online banking balance to the last time that you came into HomeBank, categorized everything, and reconciled it or checked it to your bank statement. So you can see that for these guys' everyday account, they've got balances of this 6,847 under reconciled and cleared, but it's a different balance under today and future. Now, that's because they've posted some transactions, but they haven't checked them yet. So if we go into everyday account and look at it, then you can see that the last time they reconciled everything through HomeBank was on the 28th of April. Now, on the 28th of April, they checked everything off and cleared that to their bank statement or bank online banking balance. So now let's say that they are busy catching up for May and they're going to go and they've checked all of these transactions, said yes, they're all correct. And now I'm going to check that my bank balance here matches my online or my bank statement balance. And yes, that's correct. So now I'm going to click the little toggle for reconciled. Now, if you've got this lock on, then you'll see that you can now no longer go in and change anything on that transaction. It's there to protect you so you don't accidentally make a mistake and change one of these old transactions. Because if you did that, say for instance, for back in, you put in 2023 instead of 2026, you've got to go and try and find that, and it's a pain in the neck. So this means now that your reconciled amount is that, and if you look back at your dashboard, then your reconciled amount in the dashboard is correct to that amount. But they've still got more transactions that they've put in, but they haven't yet reconciled those. So they would then go through for June and tick these off, go, yes, those are all correct, that's correct. And as they do that, they're checking this to their online bank statement. Now, what I usually have is if I have 2 screens, I've got HomeBank on one screen and I've got my online banking next to it on another screen. If you only have one screen, then you click the Windows button and you push to the left and you'd have your bank statement off to the right. And then you could easily say, okay, I'm going to check the transactions. Yes, that's correct. And you check it to your online bank statement and just go backwards and forwards like that. And that seems to be the fastest way. When I reconcile, I do it in groups of days. So I would go maybe to the end, to the 10th, check those off, check that that's correct, and then tick those and say, yes, those are correct. And then check the next sort of 10 days, maybe to the end of the 20th, and tick those off so that it's just a bit more manageable in bite-sized chunks. So that's that way. Now, if you want to do it through a Power Query type query, then you'd go into your trend time report. So I'll just go out and show you that. Reports, trend time, and that gives you all of your bank balances, and you can choose what bank account you're going to be looking at. Then you can export that out to a CSV, save it, turn it into an Excel file, and bring it in through Power Query. Now, you would then do your Power Query so that you could then put in maybe an extra column for your actual bank balance from your online banking. And then every month you just do this report, export it. It would automatically update when you do a refresh, and you can just make sure that those balances match each time. So I have another couple of videos on how to do Power Queries, so have a look at those. But if you want me to show you how to do it specifically with these balances, tell me and I'll do that. So the next question that I was asked was about approved transactions and why, when they put transactions in that are quite old, older than a couple of weeks, then they don't show up in the reconciled balance, and you get confused as to why it's not adding up, and they can be a little bit tricky. So we'll just show you what happens with the approved transactions, and how we can get them to get through the system. So we've got a bunch of transactions here that are older for this month. So we're just going to post those. So let's post everything up to today. Then go into the everyday account, and you can see that you've got a little exclamation mark that says pending next to it, and there's a pencil. So that means that you've got to do something about those. And so what we've got here is, if you look at the status, you've got status symbol up here. At the moment, we've got any status. We've got reconciled, where you can see all the ones that are reconciled, and you've got 5 require approval. Now, that means that they're not going to show up in your balance until you make sure that they're correct. So it's HomeBank's way of just saying, well, hang on a minute, got a bunch of old transactions in here. Are you sure that they're correct? And you need to go through and say, yes, I haven't accidentally put something in twice or put it in for the wrong date. So it's kind of a bit of a safety net. And you can see that this balance, this from the 31st of May, doesn't change, this reconciled balance doesn't change unless we approve these transactions. So we'll put any status, but you can see that the balance was fine. So it was reconciled back to the 31st of May. So let's just reconcile everything to the 30th of June, just so that we're up to date. And then you can see that all these transactions are okay because we've put them in obviously before and checked them. But then the bank balance doesn't change after that because these need approval. And then because these ones are newer, the bank balance changes again. So you'll click on them. It says 5 require approval. You can either go show, or you can click on all of these once you've made sure that they're okay, and you can click approve. So that will get the job done. Or if you go show, it will also just show you the ones that you need to approve. Now, I think it's easier to say just to click on all of those, right click and go approve, because then you don't lose your screen that you're looking at the moment. If you go just show the approved ones, you have to go back in and you have to look at the screen again. So that's how you approve transactions, and that's why they don't show in your running balance, because you need to make sure that they're actually correct. It's just HomeBank's way of making sure you haven't accidentally made a mistake. So that's the approvals, and we'll finish that one there. Okay, and the last question that I had was, why has my running balance disappeared? And that's quite a common thing that happens, and it happens sometimes without you even realizing it. So if we go into the everyday account, and we see at the moment their running balance doesn't exist. Well, that's because what they've done is they've changed, maybe they're looking for a category that they had last month, or if they've put in a transaction. Let's say we're putting in a transaction for today. It's for $35, and let's just say they went to the Vietnamese cafe and they went add and close, but there's no category. So if they've got a bunch of transactions like that, then what you might want to do is go this month. So we're going to go this month, and we're going to go category, and you then want to categorize all those uncategorized transactions first when you're doing your monthly stuff. So that fixes the category problem, but your running balance is gone. So the fastest way to do that is just to click on date and it brings your balance back. And you can click on date again to go from the latest date, from today's date backwards, or you can go from the beginning of the month forwards. But as soon as you want to filter something like the payee or the category or the amount, then you will lose your running total. But as soon as you click on date, you'll get it back again. And I always like to go from the newest date to the oldest date. So that's just very quickly what happens with your running balance, why it disappears, and how you can get it back. So that finishes up our troubleshooting things for today. Now, if you've got another home bank question, then please leave it in the comments. Because if it's something that other people are also likely to encounter, then I'll cover it in a future home bank help video. So thank you for those questions. And just remember, always happy to answer your questions and do more videos. Thanks for watching. And if you're working through the HomeBank Help playlist, then I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you can also go over to www.insidemymoney.co.nz for other information and tools on looking after your money.